Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's its next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Yesterday, I said that Bitcoin was going to head up to almost 19,600 and then break down. And it did so, just like I predicted. However, it didn't create a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. So, does that mean that Bitcoin is going to be heading downwards and or going to be heading back up to 24,000? And has my bearish case changed? You're going to find that out and more in today's episode. And also, if you want to trade, my recommendation, you could do so on Femex and get a $680 bonus just by checking the links in the description below or in the comment section. And my name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here joined with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Hey, Inti. Wow, it's been a crazy day in Bitcoin last night. I mean, it popped up so high. Look at that ridiculous candle. Just popped up, and then it came straight back down heavy. Man, how do you feel about that?
Wow. I'm starting to feel that your call about Bitcoin trading like Forex is becoming more a reality now.
Exactly.
It wasn't like this before.
No,
I don't remember it was like this bad.
And if you look at any other asset, for you look at XRP, you look at what's the Dash, you look at let's just see EOS, for example. You don't see this kind of thing. You see that, hey, you know what? It was going to break out, but then it didn't. It failed. It failed before it actually stopped you out. It did a stop run on you, and so it was kind of like, okay, all the other markets don't do that because they're not manipulated. Now you can tell for sure Fed money is in this market for sure, both on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they both did the exact same thing, and we're going to be talking about that today, along with other topics such as I'm going to be going over some of my videos. I want to show you that, wow, one of my videos has gotten over 300,000 views. And also we're going to be talking about...
the chart.
Russia. What's that?
Wait, you weren't showing the chart.
No, I know. We weren't showing the chart.
Okay.
That's okay.
Perfect.
That's okay. We weren't showing the chart. Anyways, and then we're also going to be talking about Bitcoin Treasuries and a few other things in today's episode. So, with that said, before I get into all of that, Inti's got a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
Alrighty, alright. So, but first thing first, I want to play another blockbuster video for you guys. Right, that I'm sure you've seen this one before, but I want to play it again for you. And I think I updated this blockbuster. And then you just hit the like button, right, and you really help out the channel. And then you hit subscribe and all. And then if you just throw a little comment, especially if you're DJ15 token holder, you do this is part of your job, right, to see your token go higher, your token values go up. You go hit the like, subscribe, all, and you leave a comment, right? It's really simple, nice and fun, and thank you very much. Alrighty. With that said, right, here's one of my biggest videos that just blowing up. I mean, I'm still getting every day I'm getting like well over 30,000 views a day here, and it's just going absolutely nuts. And I really appreciate all the new people who are starting to watch my videos thanks to this. And if you're interested in watching other videos that I've called, because this was in 2013. Right, I have some doozies here, right, in my playlist here that you got to take a look. Here, if we go over to what's it called, my 2011 calls here, you can see some crazy videos about me making comments about Bitcoin and so forth. So here, let me just view all, and you can see like some of the older videos that I put up, right. Back then, right, I tried to explain how Bitcoin works, and I had this video where somebody else explained it, and I thought, okay, maybe that would be better work, but nothing worked. Right? Nobody was listening, and people just thought I was absolutely crazy. And speaking about crazy and nobody listening, I have to mention something about the C0vid vaccination, right? You know what? I'm not an anti-vaxxer, right? Because vaccinations have, just like this guy said, right, have been helpful, right, to mankind. So there's no problem with vaccines. The problem is the issue with this particular vaccine, right? You might want to ask a few questions, right? And just to make sure that you're going to be okay, right? Because I'm sure you'd like to be okay, right? So with that said, right? Just stating that, you know what, the vaccine is safe, it's okay. But wait a second, sir. We've normally every other vaccine took 10 years to make. Why is it okay to just go ahead and take this vaccine when others took 10 years to make? Or what kind of trials have you done? Preclinical trials have you done on this vaccine? Make sure that if you don't have any kind of medical problem, other medical issues, that you're going to be okay when you take this vaccine. I mean, come on, just ask some basic questions, right? And because this is your life, it's your body, right? You might want to go, okay, can we make sure that this thing's safe? Probably is, but we just want to make sure. Is that okay? Is that too much to ask? Right? I don't think so. Right? Alrighty. Let's move on to Uniswap, man. Passes 50 billion users as they wait version 3 on the Uniswap. Oh my goodness. You know, Uniswap is one of those it's basically like the Bitcoin of 2011, back in when it was first invented in 2011, right? It was early, right? A lot of people didn't understand how to use it. People were confused, right? And it seems a little bit difficult, but this thing is going to take over all centralized exchange. It will wipe out all centralized exchange and wipe out any kind of fiat currency faster than these guys think. Why is that? Right? Why? I'll explain. It's because right now we have markets that can be turned off. Right? We have markets that can be turned off. If you have a Uniswap market, which exists everywhere and nowhere at all, right? You can't turn it off. So if the market decides to go crazy in one direction, there's no stopping it, right? And that's when the market, for example, this could help collapse any kind of fiat currency in a flash, because there's no, okay, well, we got to stop this and calm the markets. There's none of that going on. None of that. So people will go, oh my God, crazy, and dump the markets, and then the news cycles have to talk about why they did that. And why did they do that? It's because everybody's realizing that the dollar's not worth it. It's just a piece of paper that they're printing in infinitum. And there's no way to stop. There's no way for them to stop that run when it comes on these decentralized exchange. There's no way to stop it. And so, you know what? Before I go on to, I wanted to go on to also this news, but actually, I'm gonna skip that one, right? And because I wanted to talk about another one, and I didn't have it ready, and I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize for not having that ready, but it is the what's it called? The Ice Age Farmer, right? He mentions right here. This guy, right, back in July of 2020, he's saying, yeah, you know what, we're going to have like an attack on the infrastructure of the internet, and there's going to be no power, no electricity, no nothing. Now, remember, remember back here, right? I told a lot of people about Bitcoin, and nobody listened. I'm telling you, when these guys speak, right, they don't always, their plans don't always work out. That's one thing. But more often than not, they do. Okay? So pay attention. When they say that they're going to prepare, and they've already set up a panel to basically prepare people for the attacks and stuff like that. And they talked about in this TED Talk. But anyways, they've set up a panel like the Event 201. I forgot where it is in this video, but you can check this out. I'm going to leave it in the description below. And so I would suggest that if you can, maybe get some, prepare with some food, water, and backup electricity just in case, right? If you can, and don't go overboard, of course, right? Don't go stupid overboard, right? So that you hurt yourself financially, but make sure that you just, yeah, you know what? I'll just have a little bit extra ramen noodles, maybe some extra bottles of water, just in case, just in case, right? And that's all. Don't go crazy, right? All right. Well, Bitcoin, it's gone absolutely rogue, and there's nonstop positive news, nonstop. I mean, I could talk about J.P. Morgan coming out. I could talk about all the different companies that are coming out and buying it. It's just nonstop positive news. Yet, right? Keep in mind, we're like 90% stream greed all the way up so far. So always keep that in mind, and that never ends well. But let's start off with Bitcoin. And I really thought that this dump down here was going to be a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. And it did not. Pressure started coming, and then boom, it started popping. Now, looking at the bigger time frame, I have to say, right? There's nobody buying up here, but at the same time, there's nobody. Anytime this thing dips, they're interested in buying. Right? They're interested in buying any kind of dip. Absolutely. Why is that? It's because all the hypey news, right? Any kind of dips, people are hitting the buy button. Buy. Now, I don't know. I discussed it with you, Inti. What do you think? What do you think about that? When people, I just switched to your screen. What do you think about that? That people are just buying the dips, and they're not interested in buying at 19,500, 19,000 above 19,500.
I mean, they are just. How would I put it? Would be like convincing yourself you're catching the lows when you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, because I don't think that is a good location for someone to buy at a good price. It's not, and I'm convinced the price is going to go down eventually.
Exactly, but the problem is when it could. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it could happen. It could pop, it could happen months in the future.
I wouldn't say months in the future.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, but just to give a silly example.
Yeah, exactly. I would say weeks in the future, but heading back to the charts here, you can see we might be ending up this day with a doji kind of undecision candle, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm going to clean this up, right? We didn't break, as I thought, we didn't break this high here, but you know what? I think I cleared my shorts here once we dumped down. I was like, okay, this thing's not moving fast enough, right? They're not as well as there's no buyers. There's also no sellers. Right? There's not enough Bitcoin selling into the market. To make the selling pressure be real, and push this thing down, heavy. I don't know where the bear's at. Where the bear's at? Like really, right? Is somebody gonna let them out? I guess not. And then if we take a look at my 4-hour chart, here, let me just bring it up here. Has a lot of pressure. Let me bring it up. Let me think. I don't think it was on this one right here. Let me just switch it to here. I could have swore I had a 4-hour pressure on one of these charts. Oh no, I guess not. Okay, I could have swore I saw 4-hour pressure, but maybe it was on the Ethereum. But anyways, let's go to the 4 hours, and you can see that we're staying above the 13 EMA. It's just like everybody's like, yeah, no, we're holding it, we're holding it, we're holding it, we're holding it, we're holding it. They're holding the line, right? They're not letting Bitcoin drop, and not sure who's going to win this battle actually. At this point in time, I think it's like slightly 51% to the bullish side, right? Bullish side because there's no bears, and eventually people are just gonna, the people who have cash are just gonna go, oh, screw it, man, I can't get these these dips, man. I wanted to get it a lot lower here, but it's not coming, so I'm just gonna buy it. And that's eventually what's going to happen, and they're just going to buy into the 19,500, 19,000 to the $20,000 level, and then off it goes. That's my point of view at this point in time. So I've cleared all my shorts. Now, I could be wrong. Right? The bears could all of a sudden just go, okay, I think we trapped enough bulls, and then push this thing down. If they wanted to, they should have done that. I think they could have done this. This would have been the best candle to do it on, right? And kept pushing. Once we broke down through the 13-day man, just kept pushing it down to this line. But they failed to do that. So I'm moving my I'm flipping over to bullish side, and we can know for sure that we're gone full on bull, right? Full on bull. Okay, let me just clear up this chart. Let me just go to a simpler chart so that you guys can see this. I'm going to go full on bull. Once we break the 19,566, and then yeah, that's it. We're heading higher. We're gonna go to 20,000. Get the all the what's it called, average Joe and mom and pops buying this thing, and basically let's see where we can see where this thing will most likely head to in this blow off. Once we break out from here, I would say the first stop target is the 1.618, and we can always do as high as 27,000. Right? So
I like the number.
wow. Just yeah. So there is my analysis, right, of how high we can go once we break the $20,000 mark. I think the FOMO is going to be very, very sick, and so we'll take a look at these as we pump higher and higher, and keep an eye out for some sort of reversal, because I think once we do that, once we get the average Joe Schmo to pumping this market, I think we should just keep an eye out for like a complete out of the nowhere, absolutely, oh my god, a Royal Express elevator straight down 1 hour candle all the way down to hell, right? It's going to be absolutely a brutal massacre eventually, and once we start pumping higher, and you know what, honestly, Bitcoin tends to let's just get rid of these things, and Bitcoin tends to end a move, right, in a massive, spectacular, oh my god, blow off top. So what would that look like if we were to go to the weekly, right? And how would that play out on the bands, right? Because you know, I like the Bollinger Bands because that helps you see the what's it called, the blow off top. Actually, you know what? It'd be better if I just go to Coinergy and bring up my Coinergy chart with that. Come on, load. I gotta delete these and save this because I keep deleting them. So let me just save that. Okay, and then 24,000 to 27,000. Like, let's just say we do this in a short time frame. You could see that the Bollinger Band would be way out here, and that would be the most logical thing. Especially if we do this in a very short amount of time, like anywhere from a week to 3 days or something like that. We do this quickly. Yeah, you can see that this thing will come back hard and heavy. Alrighty. And yeah, we're down. The 21 moving average is at 15,000. So let's just say we do it next week. It'll not 15,000, 14,500. We'll probably be at 15,000, approximately 15,600 or something like that next week. So yeah, that's probably where we're going to come back to on a blow off top and just come right back down there, and then retest the bottoms, and then I start our slow march higher. So let's just see how that plays out in the next little while, or if it actually heads straight down and does that shortly this week instead. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum, and Ethereum, right, is dancing around this trend line, this lower part of the trend line, which was now turned into an upper part, and this bow tie wedge pattern that we've bounced back into. So you can see we're still remaining above the support here. We broke down, came back up, and then we're gonna break down, probably M it out, and then no. We did the exact same thing as Bitcoin did, right? We broke. We did some stop runs for any of you raging bulls out there. It wiped you out and then went straight back down, right? Brutal, absolutely nasty, especially for its stop loss for the shorts and stop loss for the raging bulls. Just absolutely catastrophic. And so, it looks like we are overbought and overextended here on the 4-hour. But I really think that we can end up moving higher because, again, the same problem exists here in Ethereum. There is no buyers interested in the $600 area, close to the $600 area. But there is also no sellers, really, real hardcore sellers as well. So which direction is it? Well, it's a direction that the people, the public is supporting. And what are they supporting? An upwards direction. They want to buy. And then they'll eventually, and because there's so much cash in the system, they will eventually give up and push the prices a lot higher, a lot sooner. All right, and you can see this is where I saw the 4-hour pressure to the upside. You can see there's a lot of pressure here to the upside, and generally, trust me, these indicators here that I have on here, they hardly ever fail, especially when they cluster like this. I've rolled back quite a bit, and in time on a 4-hour chart, if you see a whole lot of cluster of downward pressure, right, you could expect it going down. You see a whole cluster of upward pressure, you could expect it going up. So I have to be switch sides and go to the bullish side at this point in time, because I don't know where the bear's at. Do you, Inti? Where'd the bears go?
I don't know.
Oh man. Alrighty. Okay. With that said, let's if you want to trade this, you can probably take a long here, and obviously the stop loss would have to be right here, because then that would be an M, right? And then and you could do so on Femex, right, and earn and get a $600 bonus. To do so, you can just go to femex.davincij15.com, and some information in the description below on how to get your bonus. Of course, if you have a new account, they will give you an $80 bonus on your first deposit. Okay, let's talk about the DJ15 token, right? Because I did a few things. First off, I've registered this one with Etherscan, so soon this icon should be changed to the DJ15 icon, right? That you guys seen here. I'm gonna just bring this up. DaVinci.DVINCIJ15.com. You can see that there it is, the icon, and we switched to this icon, and we've already, as you know, we've done this website detailing what how to purchase the DJ15 token, how it works, and all the different schedules. I'm going to be I've decided I'm probably going to keep only 30,000 tokens. The reserve ones, the 210,000 reserve tokens, I'm not going to probably use. I'm just going to use only 30,000 of them. So if you're interested in joining our Telegram group, right? right? And discussing and also having access to the live stream, right? We have a Telegram group which we where we post the live stream every single time. You will be able to gain access to the live stream and events about the DJ15 token ahead of everybody else. So that's a cool thing. Also, I've also registered the DJ15 token with CoinMarketCap. So soon we'll be pairing in CoinMarketCap, and today I'll be working on registering it with CoinGecko. Of course, it's going to take a little while. These guys have to look at my application, determine if it's valid or not, and then they'll add it to their website. So probably I bet you they're probably going to ask me for some money. Well, we'll see. I'll let you guys know what they do when they do get back to me on the listing, and they reserve the right to just reject me altogether. So, and that's their call. Alrighty. So, all right. With that said, thank you all for watching. We're going to be going into the question and answer period for both Pandora's Wallet subscribers and DJ15 token holders. So make sure if you want to be a part of the question and answers, it's a small group of people, and if you want to be a part of that, you should definitely get some DJ15 tokens. You only have to have a small amount, about 1/2 of a token, and then you can be a part of this whole group. All right. Well, remember, Bitcoin is real. Bitcoin's here to stay. You need to be a part of it. Bye now.
Bye.